Welcome back everybody to my channel. Today we are going to be making sweet potatoes.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Those baby sweet potatoes. In fact, we are going to be putting them in this container at the very end and freezing them. It stays good for up to 6 months. So I do not work for the company. I have no paid endorsements, or they don't pay me to say that. That's just what we decided to use. So with that being said, I went to the farmer's market a few weeks back. You guys know that if you watched the first video where I picked up the green beans and I showed you guys how to get them ready in the Instapot. And so I'm going to take the sweet potatoes that I also purchased that day, wash them off real good, and then I'll be putting them in this little strainer that we have that comes with the Instapot inside of there and getting them ready. These sweet potatoes are really pretty. You just need a good rinse over, knock all that dirt and everything from where they came out of the field or wherever they cook these sweet potatoes. They are local, so that will add to the natural immunity for my son Maxton, which is great because we live in the South. Why not get him used to the elements of the South? And I already got this thing kind of warming up. I'll be putting the lid on it shortly. There's 2. There's 3. And here is the 4th one. Now with these, you want to take a fork and you want to poke holes in all of them, kind of like you would do in the microwave with any kind of potato, just so that I guess it doesn't burst. So with that being said, you're going to put it inside of an Instapot. It cooks for 25 minutes. And boom. At the bottom of the Instapot, it will say preheating in the bottom left corner and let you know it is getting ready. And then it will start its 25-minute process. And at the very end, instead of hitting the button like we did with the green beans that we steamed instead of pressure cooked, you will let it naturally decompress itself, or get back to the normal pressure. Yeah, decompress itself. That'd probably be the best words for it. And with any pressure cooker, you do want to have water. I already added my water into this, but it calls for 1.5 cups for making sweet potatoes in the Instapot. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I am back. I think this thing is pretty much done. I've waited out, I think it says like 42 minutes or something like that now. I'm going to hit this little button just to depressurize it, but I don't think there's nothing left in there. I just wanted to give it plenty of time to let that steam come off of it and get through it. I think that it'll be good now, so I'm going to take the top off. Check to see how these sweet potatoes ended up. Yes, they do. They definitely look cooked. They are real pretty in there, so I'm going to grab this basket if it's not too hot with my hands. Ooh, that thing is smoking. So I got a couple other devices I like to use. I'm going to just fold these little racks in and kind of grab it like this. Oh, if I can. Pull it out of there and kind of toss it in this strainer in the sink. Oh yeah, perfect. So main goal is just to have it cooked all the way into mush, and then we'll make it into a puree afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this Instapot since we're done with that. Like I said before, we left the skin on them because we didn't want them to like fall through the basket while we were cooking them. So now I got to remove the pulp of the sweet potato from the outside, and I'm about to do that with you guys. Oh yeah, look at that. That is beautiful. It is cooked very well all the way through. I'm going to just kind of cut that off. There's a little bit of brown there. We're just going to, Maxton doesn't need it that bad. And we'll cut the tip. I'm kind of funny. I don't eat the ends of bananas, and I don't expect Maxton to eat the ends of the sweet potatoes. So we're going to do that. All right, and I'm back. I know that was a quick second. Funny thing about editing is you can just kind of cut out what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. We got our blender here, which is our Food Ninja, which we're going to make our puree out of. And then I got this glass jar right here, so I can kind of scoop it out with a spoon and put it in the glass jar. Oops, making a little bit of noise. Maxton is sleeping. I do this late on Sundays, so, but look at that. That is beautiful. So there's one sweet potato right there. Kind of just set it there for you guys to set it right there for you guys to see. Kind of slide that to the side. That'll go in a mulch pile, or to be honest with you guys, I think it's just going to go in a trash can. But let's get the next one out. Set it right here. Oh my goodness, that is just wonderfully cooked all the way through. You can just, I could squeeze that to pieces right in my hand. And I got a serrated knife, so that I can just kind of cut that skin the way I want to. Kind of peel it back right off of the sides there. Yeah, I could have probably pulled it out a little sooner than I did. I think it went 40 minutes on the cool down, and it only suggested about 10. But I just wanted to be really on the safe side when it comes to Maxton. So, look at that. Boom. Skin off. Skin off. Roll it back over. Got all that skin gone. This has 0 black on it. We're going to cut that off right there. Just because, like I said, I'm funny about end pieces. Oh my goodness. It almost makes me want to eat the sweet potato right now. Boom. There's another one. Oop. Like it just wants to fall out of this. Oh my goodness. I didn't even have to cut that one. Well, for the most part, cut it. So, take that right there. Just beautifully cooked all the way through. Very, very well cooked. I don't have to worry about no clumpy, hard stuff. When I hit it in this blender, I could probably do it with a spoon, to be honest with you guys. It is just incredible how well that Instant Pot cooked this. This would be the first time I've used the Instant Pot on cooking sweet potatoes. Last time I cooked it in the, I think I cooked it on the stove with a steam pot of some sort. I kind of forget, but that, boop, there's another one. And here's the last one, you guys. That should make plenty of sweet potatoes. Maxton will be very happy to be able to enjoy these, as well as, you know, I think 6 months life on them. Like I said before, you just freeze them up. You make several pieces with it. Cut that end piece off there. There's another one right here. Cut that off. Just toss it right in there. Boom. Look at that. Look at this, you guys. Just, I mean, I don't even have to put it in the blender. I'm going to do it just because it's Maxton and it's important to me, but you guys make your choice as how you guys want to do it for yourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away, and we're going to get moving into the blender next. All right, you guys, now that we have this all cleaned up, I'm going to be moving this into the little blender here. We got, I think it's a Ninja just basic $15 blender. It's nothing fancy, but we're gonna go ahead and take this top off, and I have a spoon that I'm gonna be just kind of dumping this in here just like this. Oh my goodness, you see how it falls apart as soon as it goes in there? This is gonna look fantastic when it's done. It's gonna be very healthy for Max. And it should fill up that little container right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the top back on. It is a little warm still. I don't think that's gonna be an issue with this, but if you guys wanna wait till it's cold for you guys, then you can do that as well. So this goes right here on the top piece here. I can get it on there. There it goes. Oh, I just wasn't coming about it the right way. Put that in there and you can start to see the liquid forming in the bottom, and sometimes you just want to shake it a little bit. Make sure that it don't get too hot. And you'll see the big clumps kind of fall towards the center, let you know that you're getting it all. I'm gonna mix it one more time. We're just looking for that full blend there. Now with these sweet potatoes, they have a lot of fibers that when you look at it, there's a lot of fiber material in a sweet potato, and you just want to be that straight mushy look. Just like if you went to the store and you bought like a can jar of that sweet potato mush or whatever they call it, so that you're replicating that in a more natural sense, kind of like this right here. So once that's done, the one we have right here, you can kind of just remove this from it. You can see there's no fiber material on this. Go ahead and rinse that off. I'll wash that in a second. And then go ahead and fill up your little container, just like so. Boom. One. You can always come back and add more, but it's a little disappointing when you make it to the end, kind of like I did with the green beans. You make it to the end and you don't have enough to fill up that last one. So I just like to kind of mostly fill it up all the way, and then come back and kind of top it off with whatever you got left over. So like I said, you guys, this is 4 sweet potatoes. I did cut off the ends, but this will give you a pretty good idea of how much it'll make for you. If you guys are trying to make more, or you got a bunch of these containers, then you can kind of assess this and go from there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. And one other thing I like to do before it goes in the freezer is I can make a mess on these top parts right here. Once I kind of smooth it out, see, that one can take a little bit more right there and smooth it out. And so I just kind of wipe it off so that the top piece does not stick to the sweet potatoes and make a mess. And then you got like this crazy shaped piece coming off the top. So see, that one's a little overfilled. You can kind of move it over there, move it over here. If you do get it on the counter, I would not suggest putting it back on there. I don't know what chemicals you guys use to clean your countertops, but if you don't think it'd be safe for your child to be eaten, I would also think about that. Kind of funny about what I want Maxton to eat and what I don't want him eating. And I don't want him eating a lot of these crazy chemicals. So boom, 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 boom. Right there. That will freeze well. And then I'll just go ahead and scrape some of that off into another jar and save that for maybe tomorrow. I have finished. I cleaned up the whole top side right here so that when I lay this, which I haven't done yet, but I'm going to show you guys right here, when I lay this over the top and it kind of seats, you see how it kind of presses against this? It doesn't sponge out to the sides. It makes some crazy looking freeze mold. I kind of want them cubes to be sealed off just like that. So that's what you're looking for. You might have a little bit of air pockets on the top. I did have some excess. I'm going to just go ahead and give that to Maxton tomorrow. Should be fine for tomorrow. This will be freezed, and each one of these are good up to 6 months. We just pull them out, a couple hours right before we want to feed him. Let it defrost on its own and then feed it to Max. He seems to like it a lot. Sweet potatoes are the biggest hit so far, and then we're going to be introducing other things down the way. If you guys are liking these videos, you guys want to see more just like them, please don't forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe button so that you get notified every time that I come out with a new video kind of like this or any other YouTube videos that I do make. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.